Residents of a local condo are being forced to vacate their homes in 50 days. The city of Laurel held a meeting last night with tiers of Laurel Lakes condominium residents to discuss the pressing matter. CTV's Sierra Jackson spoke to residents and community leaders on how this will affect their lives.
No, I don't have a plan right now. I have absolutely no plan. Both of my parents just died, so I can't even go back to my parents' house.
The city of Laurel is facing backlash after notifying residents of tiers at Laurel Lake that in 50 days, majority of the residents will have to vacate due to safety concerns.
We have to make sure that citizens are safe, and we don't want to displace anyone. But if the house is unsafe, our job, our obligation is to make sure they're safe. And that's what we're doing tonight, taking proactive steps to make sure those individuals are safe. And once again, once those buildings are in code, those residents return back to their homes.
I will say that over time, lack of maintenance, and it could be lack of maintenance for a multitude of issues, can cause these problems to be exacerbated. What we've found out from various engineers at this point, as well as contractors that were privately hired by the HOA, in addition to a city inspection that was done, all of our findings were consistent that these stairs do pose an immediate threat to the safety of our citizens, and our main concern is keeping everyone safely in their homes.
City officials have been working with the HOH since 2021 to improve the living conditions. However, now they say the time is up. One resident who's lived there for 24 years says some of his neighbors were unaware of the situation at hand.
Now we have 174 units. With 174 units, only 60 people would be on the Zoom. So those that didn't know was because they either they didn't care, they didn't know the severity, or they weren't informed.
Back in February, the city distributed $200,000 in funding from the American Rescue Plan Act to lower delinquency rates. However, it was not enough to cover the cost of repairs. Delegate Marvin Holmes, who is chair of the Housing and Real Property Subcommittee in the Maryland General Assembly, says communities should invest in reserve funding to avoid similar situations.
What the city of Laurel has done with the $200,000 is not being done anywhere else in the entire state except Montgomery County. I had a bill that was passed this year that allowed municipals and jurisdictions to provide funding to put money into reserve, but no one has done it except Laurel and Montgomery County.
Marcus Brooks, the new board president, says his priority is keeping as many people in their homes as possible.
I'm you. I live here. It's my home. It's your home. It's our home. We're all impacted. There's no way this doesn't hurt me just as much as it hurts you. I'm hurt, but we got the work that we need to do. It's not about me. It's about us. And I was passionate in my delivery of the speech.
Thank you, Sierra. The original date for residents to vacate the condos was set for December 9th. However, the city was able to extend the deadline until January 10th, and CTV will keep you updated as this story develops.